evenings. Granville Museum is a small nonprofit open Tuesday through Thursday, 10 to 4, and by appointment. Interested in membership or further information, you can contact 919-693-9706. Discover rich history of Granville County at the Granville Museum in historic downtown Oxford. For more information, 919-693-9706. It's time for Local Talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. And a good morning. Welcome to Local Talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trey Snide, joining us here every Friday, like she does, Miss Kellie Syfan, Applied Behavior Happiness, and this is Behavioral 911. And our phone number, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258, or you can shoot us an email at contact@nextdoorradio.com. Miss Kellie, how are you today? Happy Friday.
I am well. How are you?
I'm trying to figure out where the sun went once again. Yeah. I'm telling you, March is normal. It's the first day, really, the first part of spring.
Yeah.
And we have nothing but rain, cold. We're talking about 45, 50 degrees.
Oh,
and then mixed in with that one day that's 75 degrees. It's nuts.
It's like February and March just switch places.
Makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, how are you today?
I'm so well. I'm really enjoying it.
There you go. So this part of our show, we'll kick off our little 30-second infomercial on who you are, what you do, and what's the best way to get a hold of you.
Absolutely. So I am Kellie Syfan. I'm the owner of Applied Behavioral Happiness. I help change behavior while protecting the spirit. Can help with everything from tantrums and meltdowns to big fears and phobias and behaviors related to trauma. You can get a hold of me at appliedbehavioralhappiness.com.
There you go. So it is Easter time.
Yes.
Which means there's going to be Easter egg hunts. There's going to be candy. And, of course, there's going to be money inside these Easter eggs. I just left a hunt here this morning, which was a lot of fun over at Hillside Farm. So appreciate them for allowing them to use their farm here this morning. But so with all this going on with the Easter egg, we know it's going to be competitive, not only for the parents, but also for the kids. Because, as parents know, we are very competitive. So we want to make sure we get the highest money egg that we possibly can, so we can keep that, of course, spending on our kids too. But what is a couple of examples that you've seen in the past or recently that really has heightened what you do every single day? Has there been some kind of examples that you've come across last couple of years that really to look out for, should you say?
Sure. So if we're going to a public egg finding area where we've got all sorts of different people, something to watch out for is, are we going to be going out in different sections by different ages? Because when you've got a very competitive, say, 10-year-old and a very competitive, say, 5-year-old, we can get into some rough and tumble fairly quickly, and somebody's not going to have a good time.
And that's hard. And you like to say everybody's going to have a great time, but you just never know, because there's mixed in with, basketball and, food, and which is probably my favorite part of getting with family. We get great cooks anyway. So with that, what are a few signs, though, to look for when it comes to, all right, we're sitting back, we're watching, all right, and then all of a sudden we see somebody, use a stiff arm, little MVP.
Exactly.
Stiff arm.
Yep.
So what are a few signs to really watch out for when you start seeing that?
Sure. So some things when you get even before the starting, the competitive language, we can have the fun versions like, oh, I'm going to get the biggest one, or I'm going to get the one that's most shiny, or I'm going to find the most money, whatever it might be. And then you've got that tone change to, if you try to get exactly like you're getting that little bit of extra oomph in it where it becomes less competitive and more aggressive.
Yep.
That tone change is something we're going to watch out for. And if we know that is likely, practicing ahead of time, so as your family practicing alone before we go to these big groups, can be really helpful. And that is both on the side of, hey, I've got a kiddo that might become aggressive because they are super competitive, and not meaning that they're trying to hurt anyone, but that the energy in the moment might overtake them. Or I've got a kiddo that might get trampled. Like, they tend to step back and they might not get a chance to enjoy this day as well. Let's practice both sides, the advocating side if needed, and the, hey, we can be competitive, but we're not going to be aggressive side if needed.
Get our phone number, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. You can shoot us an email at contact@nextdoorradio.com. Of course, if you miss any of our shows, you can head over to our website at nextdoorradio.com. Go under the Behavior 911 with Kellie Syfan, and all the videos that we've ever done is sitting right there. It's pretty exciting. So I want to hear a couple of 5 top tips that you've seen or want to highlight the most when it comes to the competitive side of things for an Easter egg hunt or a family day thing, whatever it is. So, is there a couple of 5 different things that you want to make tips to offer parents for this
Sure.
Easter?
So I'm going to take this from the side of designing an Easter egg hunt that's going to be fun for everyone. Now, you had a fantastic experience today that I would love for you to share about how they did their Easter egg hunt. So, can I make that one of them? Because that was beautiful.
Absolutely.
Perfect. So, do you want to start with that or end with it?
You can start with it. That's fine.
Fantastic. So, you were telling me today about an Easter egg hunt that was designed where you find your first name, your last name, specific shapes, specific numbers. So, everybody had certain things they were looking for that did not compete with the others next to them. So, you could get done first, but you couldn't push somebody out of the way to grab their egg. It wouldn't be an egg that you needed in order to quote unquote win. So it created such an air of collaboration while still allowing for that competitive spirit, which is just beautiful. Some other things that I've seen is if we know that there is a one really, really high value egg, if we're going forward and saying, hey, this is one through good sportsmanship. This is one through helping each other or what have you. Or this is one, if everybody is working together, this is one by the whole group. We can kind of get into that same sort of collaborative space.
So wait to put that one out, or
have it like, think of it like the trophy that you can win as a team. Okay, if we can find all of the eggs, like we got to find 1 through 25. Then, 26 is going to be this trophy egg for everybody. We get to crack it open like a piñata sort of thing.
There you go. Love it.
Yeah. Another one that I've seen done if we've got a bunch of kids that, say, have allergies or unable to have sugar, going through and having puzzle pieces in every egg. So the puzzle pieces, when you put them together and you check the back, have the prize. So everybody's working together to find the eggs. Everybody's working together to put together the puzzle. And then you get something all together rather than a bunch of little things.
I like the ice cream idea.
Yeah. Like we're going to ice cream can be written on the back. And then you've got a fun puzzle.
There you go. Love it. All right. Number 4.
Number 4, I'd say to start thinking about, again, like I mentioned before, the practicing ahead of time. What skills might your child need to be able to enjoy this? Whether it's, hey, you're super competitive. Sometimes it can get aggressive. Let's make sure that, we're staying in a good sportsmanship place, or how do we advocate for ourselves? So thinking ahead on what skills might be needed and setting up to make sure that your child has those skills.
And last but not least, number 5.
Last but not least, always consider that when we get into these situations, overstimulation is a possibility. So if you start to see your child, or if you know that your child is likely to get overstimulated, a big shout out to all the kids that are afraid of the giant Easter bunny costume, because there are many.
35-year-old.
Yep. A lot of people have felt that at some point when you've got a giant bunny coming toward you. Noticing, okay, are we going to go for a, high speed, everybody screaming, super fun, high energy? Or is this going to be more of a, let's do this calmly, but enjoy this moment together? And feeling out which of those what's your vibe? Which direction do you want to go? What's going to serve your family best? And accepting what that might be.
Ms. Kellie Syfan, she is with the Applied Behavior Happiness. Of course, this is Behavior at 911. Our phone number, 919-618-9258. And I love those. The competitive is always a great thing, of
Absolutely.
course. But you still want to make sure it is a full go when it comes to sportsmanship, when it comes to friendship, the camaraderie. And that's what I witnessed this morning. I even texted my wife. I said, "This is awesome. I truly enjoyed it.
That sounds so amazing.
It really was. It was pretty cool to be a part of. Of course, I would love to brought my camera out there and do all the video and use it for the radio, but I couldn't do that this morning. But anyway, because I don't have parent consent.
Sure.
Got to do it right here on our family radio station.
Yes.
So
taking care of everybody.
Moving forward, this part of the show where we like to highlight what you have coming up at the farm, what you have coming up at your actual place of business. Anything coming up this weekend?
This weekend, I don't have anything in particular. Big stuff coming around. I have a possible trauma healing workshop. It'll be 4-day for adults. So I've noticed that a lot of the kiddos that I bring in, mom and dad go, hey, being hit by my kid every day for the last 2 years has been traumatic for me. Like, I need a little bit of support here. I need that time for myself. And so I found somebody who might be able to run a really, really good workshop, and I'm very excited about that prospect. That'll probably be in the fall.
Okay.
But we're starting the conversation on how to get that going now.
Once you have that, send over any information, flyer. We'll make sure we put up on the website, of course, our social as well, because I do know there is some families out there that witness that every single day. So
absolutely,
that's going to be a good one. Miss Kellie, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for what you do, what you stand for. And one more time, what's the best place and contact for you to get a hold of you?
Absolutely. You can go to appliedbehavioralhappiness.com. Any of the red request appointment buttons, get a free 30-minute discovery call with me, or you can call 984-235-1058.
There you go. We appreciate you. Okay, have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Again, my name is Trace Nye. She is Kellie Syfan with Applied Behavior Happiness. This is Behavior 911 every single Friday beginning at 10 a.m. right here on Next to Radio. Of course, if you missed this live show, head over to our website. You can check out the Behavioral 911 section under the podcast, and all the videos that we've ever done is sitting right there, including this one after our show is done. Until next time, hey, God bless. We'll see you later.
You are listening to Next Door Radio on the